Hello everyone, my name is Bhumit Sagate from College Dunya. Today I am at LJ Institute of Pharmacy College, Ahmedabad. Today we are having with Dr. Sriraj Shah sir. He is a principal in LJ Institute of Pharmacy College, Ahmedabad. Hello sir, welcome to our education portal College Dunya. Hello
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
So start with the interview sir. My first question is, being the principal of LJ Institute of Pharmacy, what is your philosophy of leadership? How would you describe your leadership style?
As far as leadership is concerned, the point is, whenever any leader, whether it is an institute, whether it's any organization, the main purpose is to create a team, to inculcate the culture of spirit in the team. So since 2017, I have taken over the mantle of principal of this college. Now, the main purpose or main objective from me is to have a team spirit, to continue the team spirit, which my previous director sir has already inculcated in the institute. So I carried forward it, being the principal, because I personally feel, because from the lecturer, from assistant professor till principal, this is my journey. So from that journey, I have already seen that if a person or a group of persons are not together, none organization or institute can succeed. So for a proper success, to achieve proper success, the principal or leader, I'm not telling the principal, the leader should be such that all the members, he should talk with all the people, all the HODs, all the faculties, so that they should, I should hear the feedback, I should hear the certain thoughts about the college, and based on that, I should take decision. I should create a certain policies. So, for the idea of leadership for me is taking all the persons together, hear the suggestion, hear the feedback, and based on that, collectively, that should. I believe in collective leadership. So that collective leadership, I am dealing with all the faculties, not only faculties, but students also. So my idea of leadership is collective leadership.
Very well said, sir. On that note, my next question is, the education system in India and other foreign countries are structured very differently. So, in your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying here in your institute?
As far as pharmacy is concerned, the working or the idea of pharmacy in foreign and India is totally different. If I may brief you about that, in foreign there are distinct profiles. The doctor only diagnoses, the pharmacist is able to, or he is empowered to write the prescription. Here is not the case yet. The pharmacist, the main purpose of pharmacist, there are only two things. Either he can or she can create or formulate a certain dosage form in industry, or he can open a retail pharma, the basic. There are other things also, but he or she still is not empowered to write the prescription. This is the only power given to doctors as far as India is concerned. They are totally different. Now what we are doing, that we make the student understand that not only manufacturing. See, here the syllabus or the culture of pharmacy is more of a it has been a manufacturing centric. Now PCI is also tried, Pharmacy Council of India has also tried to make it a little bit patient centric, because if you see different countries, Commonwealth countries or US or developed countries, the pharmacy curriculum is more towards it is a patient centric. So we are trying the patient centric approach, but till a proper legislation is not enacted, our culture of that pharmacy will remain a manufacturing centric thing. So we are trying here to not only have an idea of manufacturing centric thing, but we are also trying for a patient centric approach. So we are balancing two of them, and I can tell the future students of the LJ Institute of Pharmacy that our efforts will be such that they will get the balanced approach, manufacturing centric as well as a patient centric approach.
Very nicely explained, sir. So move ahead to the next question. How does the curriculum of LJ Institute of Pharmacy ensure the best practice of industry?
I think this question is very near to my heart, because as in earlier question I suggested about industry centric and manufacturer centric part. there is a huge gap between industry and academia. So if I may say so, there is a gap of around 10 to 20 years between two of them. So LJ Institute of Pharmacy has been trying their best, has been trying their hard. It's our endeavor to bridge this gap. I know this to fill this gap is very difficult, but we are giving our bona fide efforts that by right now I'm meeting different dignitaries, that I'm meeting different persons from industry, HR persons, MDs, CEOs, COOs, the R&D heads. So I am getting the feedback that first of all, what is the process? We are sending the curriculum, and they are giving the gaps and suggesting that you should do this, you should do this, you should do this. So we are collecting that thought, collecting that feedback, and adding certain modules so that if a student is doing his or her BPharm in 4 years, it will be taught not only PCI syllabus, but certain modules which will help them to become a more skillful person. Because in India, in pharmacy, we should be we should be having pharmacists which are skillful. So that particular skill set must be there, and not only that skill set, but there are certain soft skills also. So we are also pushing the students. We are encouraging students to go for computer proficiency as well as the language proficiency. So by soft skills plus these technical skills, we are trying our hard to match the skill set with the industry, so that we are giving a industry ready student to industry, so that industry will never regret that from this institute we have taken the student. So that's the only thing which we are endeavoring.
Very well said, sir. On that note, my next question is, what would you like to people to know about your institute they may not know?
I can proudly say that LJ Institute of Pharmacy is one of the most premier institutes of Gujarat, and we are trying our best to give the specific skill set to our students. We have our mentorship program here, so that all the students, if they have any problem, the technical problem, educational problem, curricular problem, co-curricular problem, or even personal problem, they share with the faculties. They share with the faculties, and they talk to the faculties, so that the faculties are always ready to give them guidance, to give them advice. So mentorship program, we have a PILS program where with the Pharmacy Industry Institute linked lecture series, where we invite the industry people to to deliver certain lecture which are linked with the syllabus, so that if the students are being taught these certain part of the syllabus, they will understand how it is implemented, how it is relevant with the industry. So our endeavor always now is to have a relevant syllabus and which can be connected to the industry. So PILS program is there, Plasma program is there. In Plasma, what we are doing, that we invite the different experts from the industry, and we are telling it, tell me the techniques which you want, and based on that, particularly for that company, we are making the student ready by teaching certain technical modules given by the for example, we have MOU with Intas Pharma. So Intas and us, we have together created one module which is Intas specific. So based on that module, we teach the students certain Intas specific modules, and then Intas will take them as a part of the placement. So we are in process of having so many MOUs with different companies. We have already signed different MOUs, and based on that, we are creating such a body. So ultimately, industry relevant, industry specific, and overall pharma field specific, pharma field relevant course we are trying to teach to our students.
Very nicely explained, sir. On that note, my next question is, what do you see as LJ Institute of Pharmacy's greatest strength?
The greatest strength of LJ Institute of Pharmacy is that teamwork and spirit. In pharmacy, the conventionally what you see, that there are departmentalization, there are different departments which are not coherently working. Suppose if there is a obstetrics department, if there is a pathology department, there is a cognitive department, they don't work with each other. Here from the day one, this college established in 2004, so it's been 16 years. From day one, the culture has been cultivated that there should not be a compartmentalization based on the departments, because the and right now, if you see the disciplinary work, interdisciplinary work should be encouraged. So we have always encouraged the faculties to have a multidisciplinary work. So we don't have that department kind of a psychology. We believe in team spirit. We don't believe in pure, particular, perfect hierarchy. What I mean to say is that anybody can come to my cabin. Daily we talk with the HODs. They suggest we have a heated arguments regarding what to do. We have a heated discussion, and based on that, this is all churning. Based on this churning, we think about the best possible solution for students. The philosophy of LJ is just like in the if you see the constitution, we are for the students, by the students, of the students. So we work for students, pharma students, and for their benefit, we take decision after talking with all the stakeholders. So our strength is no hierarchy, no ego, no barriers, only one motive: how to create a pharma professional which is linked with either industry or overall pharma field. That is the biggest strength, what I can say about LJ Pharmacy.
Very nicely explained, sir.
I can also add one thing that
Yes.
there are so many qualified faculties. There are more than 70% of faculties are either pursuing a PhD or they have completed their PhDs. So we are focusing on not only the BPharm, we also have MPharm courses. Some of us are also PhD guides. So from BPharm, MPharm to PhD, we are giving that kind of education. And because of that qualification, if you see, we always try to recruit faculties who are from NIPER, who are from a major popular institute, premier institute, from where we can give the knowledge to our students. So we always try to recruit quality teachers, because unless there is a quality in teachers, we cannot give quality to students.
Very nicely explained, sir. So jumping to the last question, what are some of the biggest challenges you see both for higher education in general and for LJ Institute of Pharmacy specifically?
Yeah, as I earlier told you that we are trying to bridge the gap. Now we have already created modules. We have already talked to, I think in last 2-3 months, I already talked to more than 25-30 stakeholders of industry. But the only issue which I am right now thinking, and 100% will address that, the only issue is how to implement that. So this is the way, this is the thing which I'm focusing on. That yes, you'll get the modules, yes, you get the various ideas of bridging the gap, but how to implement that? So that's why I'm meeting more and more stakeholders of SME, MSME, and big in industry or in the other in the hospital or other area, so that I am trying my level best to create an SOP, the standard operating procedure, to implement this kind of a module, so that it will be there on the ground. So it won't be stuck to only meetings, or it will not stuck to only a talk. A talk is easy to give, but implementation is the toughest. So our focus is to implement such modules or such SOPs or such what you can say technical courses, so that on the ground the skills are imparted. And if a person after BPharm or MPharm he or she goes into industry or certain other places, the overall holistic growth of students is there, because we not only impart the technical education, but we also encourage students to participate in co-curricular and extracurricular activities. So for us, the challenge would be to create that holistic student or the holistic growth of a student, so that after that we are not here to create robots. We are the pharma robots. We are here to create a pharma citizen who is able to give the proper professional work to the society. See, right now the COVID is there, Corona crisis is there. So pharma people are one of the very important healthcare personnel. So we want that the professionally, not only professionally they are sound, we are also inculcating professional ethics in them, because I feel if you know everything, if you have very much great knowledge, in-depth knowledge, without ethics you cannot succeed. So if you, and it is a part of the service, if you want to serve people as far as health is concerned, in that part you have to have your own ethics. So with professional ethics, with professional technical knowledge, I think pharmacists can do a bigger thing. So for me, the biggest challenge is how to make this pharma profession relevant, at least in Gujarat. We're trying in Gujarat, then we'll go further. But at least in Gujarat, we have to create that pharma profession relevant, because when I took admission in pharma, frankly speaking, I didn't aspire to be a pharmacist. I aspired to be a doctor, and I didn't get the good marks in 12th. That's why I opted for pharmacy. So I want this picture to change 5 years, 10 years down the line, that the preference of that person who is taking a B group or even A group, that they should opt for a pharma, because there are several opportunities are there, not only monetary, but what you can say, if you are a doctor, you can get both money as well as respect. In the pharma field also, it is a true thing that if you are a good pharmacist, you can give life to medicine. It is said that the doctors are giving medicine, but we are giving life to medicine. So if you want to give life to medicine, if you want to get respect as well as the monetary cushion or monetary safety, please choose pharma. So my challenge, my prayer is make to all the pharma stakeholders and future pharmacists, make this pharmacy profession relevant. It should be preferable, and then only we can make a difference as far as health in India is concerned.
Very nicely explained, sir. So thank you so much for giving such informative information about your institute. Thank you so much, sir,
Thank you
being
so
for
much.
part
Thank
of
you.
College Dunia. Thank you,
so
sir.
much. Thank you.